What is up, everybody? And today's day in the life topic will be discussing negativity. Once again, if you like the content, like and subscribe. I know I keep repeating this, but I will be getting better equipment very soon. I'm shooting this from my phone, which is about ready to break as it is. Half the time it doesn't work. So yeah, I actually had another video shooted yesterday, but I lost it somehow. I don't know what happened. So today's topic is negativity. And the reason being is because I was thinking about just different topics I talk about with my patients, even in the psych hospital when I'm there, because I'm a psych nurse, and we hold groups and whatnot with the social workers and stuff. And one of the main topics that comes up a lot of the time from patients is negativity. Now, one might say, "Oh, negativity, how?" And that can negativity, it can be related to depression, anxiety, whatever mental health disorder one is suffering from. And what I mean by this is, there's always going to be that person, and this even for myself. I let negativity get into my life. I suffer from anxiety, depression. I had a drug problem a while back, which I have a video about. It's about prescription pills. But one of the main focuses I always like to tell patients is the first step in, self-acceptance related to negativity and negative thinking is accepting yourself. Let me just give you a real quick definition of what negativity is, and this is just on Google. Very simple, very easy definition. The expression of criticism the expression of criticism of or pessimism about something. Let me give you a good example. And I'll even put this in my own life. When I was in nursing school, my parents were asking me, "What field do you think you want to go into? Where do you think you want to go?" I grew up in a family that was very very supportive of me. But the one thing I will tell you, they were very fixated on making sure I have a degree. And there's nothing wrong with that. Parents, they want to see you be successful. They want to be able to tell their friends about being successful. They were successful growing up. And let me back it up a little bit further. When I was in high school, my parents, once again, were asking, what do you think you want to do? And I mean, as a high schooler, it's not even 18 yet. When you're graduating, I think that is the stupidest thing that parents, advisors, college is asking you to do. Make a life decision on what do you want to do in your life. Do you want to go the pre-med route? Do you want to go the pre-nursing route? Do you want to become a lawyer? Before 18, no one knows. Over 90, this is no joke. I found this fact a couple weeks ago. Over 90% of people who go to college, for example, decide whatever route they're going, they change it multiple times. Which, in that regard, colleges have gotten better, and I do like that there are typically, before you go into a program, just general gen ed classes that you're taking. But anyway, that was kind of a little sidetrack. My whole point of this, though, is when I was in high school, I knew I liked anatomy and physiology. My parents were like, "Well, you should maybe apply something. What do you want to? If you like science, maybe you should do something with science, right?" And I agreed. And I knew I didn't want to go the doctor route because personally, I just once again didn't think I was smart enough to do that. And that was a negative thought coming in. I was never a good test taker. I did pretty poorly on the ACT. And one of the biggest things getting into med school is being a good test taker. When it comes to applying, like when I did my anatomy and physiology labs, when it comes to applying information, I did great. Very, very well, very, very well. Same with when I went into nursing school. Very well in the clinical setting. Always did really well. It was just a test anxiety I had. So, backing it up, okay, so I didn't want to go down that route. And I'll just tell you later on, after it came to find out that I did actually want to go down the medical route, but I didn't. But I'll get to that point a little later. So my parents my mom in particular, why don't you go the nursing route? And I was like, oh, okay. So I went to nursing school, got into it, did well, had some problems with testing, but still got through it, got held back a year in nursing school when I was there. That OB clinical the OB lecture part and testing was hard. I just wasn't interested in it, hard to study for it. But my mom kept saying, oh, you'll love as I kept going through nursing school, you'll love the ICU, you'll love the ER, critical care. So I was waiting, because up to that point I didn't like anything in nursing school. Personally, I was like, I don't like this. Maybe this isn't for me. My mom's like, no. And I was thinking negatively on my part, but at the same time, I think I was kind of being pushed, because in the back of my mind I wanted to try the med school route because it's something I was more interested in. So I got through my critical care, and at the same time I just started a psych rotation. And I come to find out when I started psych, I noticed I liked it. I liked it a little bit more. The way you like something is you look forward to doing it. A lot of times clinicals, they start early in the morning. You got to be up at 5 in the morning, and it's a drag. I genuinely liked getting up for that clinical. I loved it. From the staff perspective, from the patients, there are, you can have aggressive patients depending on what kind of psych population you're working with. I liked it because I feel like in a lot of ways, when you're dealing with a lot of patients with anxiety and depression and other mental health disorders, substance abuse issues, I could relate it to my life. And I found that I really liked that. And I was like, hey mom, guess what? I called her up, hey, there's something I'm really enjoying in nursing school. And she's like, what is that? And she was like, and I was like, I'm loving psych. And she goes, oh no, you don't want to do that. That's not a field you want to go in. If you do that, the number one thing people tell you if you go into it, a lot of people, and once again, and this is just my opinion, negative people will tell you, this is where negativity comes in, that, oh, if you go down the psych route, you'll lose all your nursing skills. You'll lose your skills on learning how to start IVs, your critical care nursing skills you learn, which, that's bull. Believe me. So, I decided, okay, maybe that's not for me. So, and my mom at the same time was going, oh, you'll love the OR. So I go to an interview for that, and I did just a quick shadowing experience as well. And it was okay, but I didn't like. And I finally at the end of the road, I went to both my parents, and once again, at this time, being an adult, I don't feel like I should have to tell my parents, but I liked the validation of it. I told him I'm going to go the psych route, and my mom's like, wow, we wasted all that money, and you're going to be wasting a lot of your money going down this route. But you know what? At the end of the day, I did what I wanted to do, and psych nursing is what I picked. But the whole point is, and which I can even relate to myself, which I'm trying to work on today, I do like psych nursing. I understand that maybe going to med school I won't be able to try or do. But one thing I am going to try to do is I'm going to try to become a nurse practitioner in the future, or possibly get my leadership in psych nurse, get a leadership of nursing master's degree, or possibly an MBA. I love the business side, health administration. So the whole point, another point I'm trying to make with this is, if I would have just let my my parents, or even not even just them. I don't want to throw them under the bus. I love both of them so much. They've supported me in many ways. But the whole point I'm trying to make is, if you're around right now negative people in your life trying to tell you what to do, and even if you're in high school and you have parents and people around you trying to say, hey, you have to make your decision on what you want to do right now, just remember, no, you don't. Don't do something to please, don't go down a route or a road just to please someone. Choose the road less traveled if that is what you want to do. Because long term, yes, you have to make income, you have to make ends meet, but I can already tell you from experience, and I'm only a 26-year-old. I've been working for now 2.5, 3 years, and working full time. I can already tell you that if you pick the road less traveled and it's something you enjoy, like for example, let's say you really like cinema, or heck, like as I'm doing, YouTube videos. This is something I've thoroughly found as a hobby I really like to do. Just put videos up about what I enjoy. That's the point of this channel, a day in the life. If there's something you're wanting to do like this, and it's going to make you happier, and you can make this a side hustle as well as you're working a 9-to-5 job that you're making ends meet, it's not super stressful for you, and you're doing something you enjoy that you could eventually turn into maybe a business, do it. You have everyone in this world who has been successful has had to start somewhere. Like with me with these YouTube videos. I know it's bad quality right now. I already know I've gotten some negative comments from people just in general about, oh, you need to do editing, or you repeat things, or you get off, or you get sidetracked. I know that. But you know what? Those negative people who are saying that, most of the time are people who they're being negative towards you because it's something they know they can't do, and they're trying to hold you back. So the last point I'm really just trying to make of this video is, do what makes you happy. Kind of the theme of my channel. As long as it is not affecting you in a negative way. Like for example, don't go, if drugs make you happy, that's no, not in that regard. If it's something that is healthy to you, if it is something that is healthy, that you enjoy doing, go for it. I love running to the side. Do I think I could become the fastest 5K runner in the world? Maybe. I'm not gonna say no. Yes, anything you're doing as a hobby, you should always, now there's, do it for fun, but if it's something you thoroughly love and enjoy doing and spend time doing, don't shoot for mediocrity. Sorry guys, give me 1 second. Don't shoot for mediocrity. You have to shoot for the stars. So, yeah, just do what you want to do. Take the road less traveled. There's so many people in this world. There was another study that I think it's like 60% of people who are making good money in their jobs, if they were to go back, would not pick the job they're currently working. Even though they're making good money, they're unhappy. That's why at this point in my life, I'll just go ahead and tell everyone that is why I'm starting a YouTube channel. A side hustle. I'm not getting anything from it yet. I've got 3 subscribers, but you know what? I just want, all I'm making this is it's something that makes me happy. What will this entail long term? I don't know yet. It's the road that it's what I'm currently doing in the moment. It's a road I'm traveling down. It's a side hustle that I'm aspiring to go down, and my whole goal is to help people. This is not for money. It's a side, and I call it a side hustle. It's a side hustle that is something that, for me, hope maybe it will open up the door to other ideas or pursuits that I want to go down where I won't even be a nurse in the future. I could maybe, you know, if it could be that my calling is completely, and I do believe this, I love to help people. I love helping people. But I'm just, the whole point of this is, for anyone out there watching and who's negative, and who is around negative people and is afraid to take that jump in their current job, let's, you know, even if you're right now in school to become a pharmacist or a doctor or a lawyer, and you have all this pressure on you that you've made it through school and you're just not hating, but really disliking what you do, and you have a good paycheck. Just know if there's something else you're trying to pursue, whatever that may be, you have to start somewhere. And you have to ignore the haters and those negative people. You got to block them out. That's one thing I work on to this day. So yeah, that was the point of this video. I didn't mean to make it 15 minutes. I was only really shooting for 10. But yeah, do what you want. Do what makes you happy and ignore the negative people. Once again, guys, if you like this content and whatnot, like it, subscribe to it, do whatever you want to do. Shoot me some comments. I'm still working with replying back to comments because sometimes I don't know if they're bots or not. But yeah, shoot me a comment. Have a blessed Sunday. Put in work for next week. Do what makes you happy. All right, have a good night, everyone. Peace.